Alright, so it's Labor Day weekend, right? Normally, if it was a holiday, I'd be kind of mad I can't do Uber because it's usually kind of busy. But let me break it down for you. Now, there's always exceptions to the rules, and I do go based on Florida, my area. Even though it's a busy area, it's not the busiest tourist area, but we still have beaches. It's still busy. It's still a big city. So, Labor Day, not really that big of a holiday. Like Friday, because Labor Day is on Monday, Friday might be a little bit busier than a normal Friday. Saturday might actually be busy, but you got to remember, Labor Day, people are cooking out and people are drinking at the beach, but everybody's got to work on Tuesday. So most likely, it's not that busy for Uber. Like, yeah, you're going to get rides. Might be a little bit busier, but Mondays are normally busier for business, airports, stuff like that anyways, because it's the beginning of the week. So it's not really that much busier. Now, the two main holidays is 4th of July and New Year's Eve. Now, 4th of July, like this year, when it falls on a Friday, that makes it busier than normal because of the fact that it's on a Friday and everybody's off. So that's the big thing. If it's on a Monday, it might not be quite as busy because everybody's going to go to work the next day. But when on this Friday, most people got to work on a Saturday. Yeah, they're going crazy. It's busy. It's a national holiday. New Year's Eve, just always busy because it's that time of the year. It's New Year's Eve's just everybody's, I don't care if you got to work the next day, everybody's going to go out and they're going to watch the ball drop. So it is always busy. Those are the two busiest days. Now, you know, here in Jacksonville, you've got TPC, which I've had people ask, why you keep saying TPC? What is TPC? Well, TPC, if you're not from here, is the Players Championship. It's a golf tournament. It's one of the major golf tournaments besides Augusta. And I'll be honest with you, we got a football team, got Jacksonville Jaguars, but football games really aren't that busy. Like, you can get some decent rides maybe to the game early in the morning, but trying to pick people up, it's a nightmare logistically because of the fact they cut off streets and the map doesn't know it, and then trying to get to where you got to go and then trying to get to those people sometimes is just such a headache. It's not worth the little bit of extra money that you might get because it's not always busier, but it is what it is. So TPC is different because it's a week-long event and it's people stagger in through the tournament to watch different people play, and people stagger throughout the tournament, and it's all day long, pretty much from like what 8, 9 in the morning till like 7 o'clock at night. So you got a longer period of time, more days. That's why that event is so much more profitable than any other type of event that we have, or even Georgia, Florida. Georgia, Florida can be great. People are here for a week, but at the same time, it's not as busy as TPC. TPC is like the unicorn of the weeks you want to work in Jacksonville, because you got people that come for Uber Black and other stuff that come and work here just for that week. So that goes to show how busy it is, how good it is. So, just so you guys know, it's Labor Day. I'm bored. I'm not really trying to go out. Do not really care. I'm trying to get everything else situated, but I gotta take a break from doing all that sometimes because there's only so much I could do at certain points. So I try to get what I can get done and then wait till the next time to do what else I can do. So kind of got it all ironed out. Might as well go drive around. Might as well make some more content. Give you guys another little bit more of a view of how Uber Eats is and how hard it is to make money doing it. So next time people order food, or if you deliver food, or if you're thinking about delivering food, whatever you're reasoning it and you watch it, well, get an idea how it is and how hard it is. And now there's probably people that do better than I do, probably done it longer than I have. They probably have, there's different areas that are probably busier than where I'm at. I'm sure if you're in a more congested area like Miami or a bigger city where you're not really traveling as far, even though you might have more traffic, you might make more money. I don't know. That's up for the debate. I honestly don't really care in the sense of I'm not really focusing on doing Uber Eats. I'm just trying to show you every aspect of Uber. And since the car's messed up, might as well start at the bottom, show you the easiest one to do, the less paying, easy, not always easy, but it's less paying, it's not as strict, it's easier to actually do than anything else, and a lot more females probably do it because they don't want to deal with passengers and different stuff like that. Because honestly, you know, what I have to deal with compared to what a woman driver's gonna have to deal with, probably two different things. Because less likely people are gonna do something to me, especially with a dash cam, especially with just me, period, compared to woman and show on a dash cam. People just feel, I guess, they could try more stuff, and I'm sure there's some women out there that can definitely handle their own, and they're probably scared the hell out of some people, and they probably are like, yeah, I wouldn't even try it. So I'm not saying all women are like that, and even some other women probably still can hold their own. It's just, that's why you see more male drivers, because you have so many women drivers that are like, oh, I would like to do it, but I'm too, you know, I don't want to deal with these people. But if you bartended and you're a girl, I'm pretty sure if you could handle all the drunks that hit on you, even though you're behind the bar, even though you might have security, pretty sure you can do pretty good with Uber. But there's always that exception to the rule, but that doesn't mean anything bad could happen to anybody, because that's the thing you got to realize. If you see all this crazy bad stuff, guys, it's very random. Think of how many rides are done within a day, how many in an hour, whatever, a week, a month, and then how many of those little things happen. It's the same thing when you're going to McDonald's. You see McDonald's get robbed or a shooting at a McDonald's, whatever, right? Something crazy happens at McDonald's. Does that stop you from going to McDonald's? I don't think so. I don't even think you blink twice. You're just like, oh, I can't believe that happened, and you're still in line trying to get your McNuggets. So same thing with Uber. You see all this crazy stuff, but that stuff is random, small, and then, you know, doing any type of job, anything can happen. So yeah, you got your vehicle, you know, there's just so many different things, but hey, taxi cab drivers did it for years, whatever. So I'm just trying to break it all down, show you guys some more how Uber Eats works. So I'm just gonna log on and see what I can make today. I think the other day, let's kind of recap. You know, I remember I was like $3,700 I gotta make. So what I made last week, whoa, I made $28 off that. That's gotta be wrong. Wow. So actually I did pretty good the other day. That's kind of surprising. I made $53 off 6 trips the other day. That one person I did have that was messaging me about the food that I was like, you guys should order priority. And I sent them a message. I said, look, next time just order priority. And I'm like, I'm not rude. I'm not trying to extort you. I'm saying, look, I can't control what I got to pick up. I mean, I can decline stuff, and I did decline 2 offers, but I still had to pick up 2 other offers, and I still had to deliver different ones before I even delivered theirs, even though they were the first one. That's the biggest thing, guys, is we don't control what order we pick up in. We ain't got no control over it. If I pick it up, now I have control over if I accept any more offers, but you gotta understand too, why am I not gonna accept some more offers that they're decent pay, they're along the way, and yeah, I can't just do one order at a time. You can, but you don't really make as much. Definitely stacking the orders is better. But at the same time, I can pick your order up first, whatever. It doesn't mean I'm always going to, you know, now I gotta drive some crazy way to bring this food, but I guess I'm gonna try it out. It says $10, and I've seen something on Reddit about $10 trips being more money. So I'm gonna take that advice, that risk that I read on Reddit from some people that do this more than I do, and let's see if this $10 trip, I haven't even matched yet though, I thought, pfft. So let's see if this $10 trip, it said all requests taken, but it could just pop up and say, you know, hey, give me a ride here in 2 seconds. But I don't know, it was going out the way. So next time a $10 one comes up though, because I have noticed that with like $15 trips come up sometimes, I guess it's already got included tip in, made some more money. But let's see what happens. Customer verification. I'm not doing all that for $4.41. All right, so I got a tip, or a trip that says $17.54 expected tip. So now there could be a tip built in there. It could be a tip bait. But let's find out if this is tip bait or not. It does have a little bit of a trip, and it's actually back towards that way I was going, but it's to a different restaurant. So it's not the same order, just more money. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if they tip bait me or not. We're not gonna know for about an hour, because even if it goes in there, they're gonna give me like the minimum fee, and then they're gonna wait an hour to give them an opportunity to take back the tip, which is crazy. Like, if you put a tip in there, it should automatically, like, all right, you put it in there, it's done, it's over with. That's how it is with Uber. That's how it should be with Uber Eats. But remember, I told you, they don't care about tip baiting, because tip baiting increases the chances of you taking a ride that normally we wouldn't take. So that's how it is. Nothing you can do about it. Oh, let's go get this. I've been to this Indian restaurant. It's pretty easy, pretty quick. So we'll see what happens. No wonder it's like $17. It's like a bunch of food. Almost don't have room for it, but I do. That's a lot of food though. Look at that. Bam. Yeah, so that order's like 4 or 5 things, so that's a lot of food, so that's probably why the order's bigger. I do gotta say though, the people that order from these Indian restaurants, I think it's Indian food, they actually tend to tip pretty good, so I have to give it to those type of people. I usually know when I go to these, I've always gotten a good tip so far. Now hopefully I didn't just jinx myself, but you know, I had to be honest, they do tip pretty well, so that's not bad. So $17, hopefully it's a good tip. Maybe it's better, maybe it's more, I don't know. So we'll see what happens, but hey, I ain't complaining. So see if maybe they give me an order on the way there. Kind of hope not. Just tip me. That's all I ask. Just tip me. Just tip me good. I'm gonna bring it to you. I'll make sure you get it. Now, if it's all in there now, I'll always know because I don't check it. But that's not really my responsibility. A lot of places can't let you, but we're not going to go into that. So let's see what I make off this. But we won't know for about an hour. But we'll see what the actual like base rate or whatever you want to call it. All right, so now I'm about to drop this off. Finally made it in their neighborhood, and then off to the next one. I don't have any other orders yet. All right, so on that one, I got $4.77 was like the delivery fee thing. So now I got, it said $17 and some change. So we'll see if they tip baited me or not. They did have like 3 boxes of pizza sitting there. Like they had another delivery. Didn't look like anybody's home. It was just like a weird, should have had the camera in my hand and showed you, but I don't really like to show people's exact house or address because that's really not, you know, it's private information. I'm not trying to like put anybody out there or show anybody in a bad way. It's just sometimes you just see some weird stuff that just does not make sense. But hey, it is what it is. So the only thing I know is waiting to get another order, and hopefully they give me that other $13 because that was a long drive for $4.77. And I really hate that Uber makes you wait an hour. It should be like, this is what you're gonna get, and then bam. It would make a lot less people have problems with their food. It would have more people probably do deliveries, and honestly, it would cause less problems. But Uber doesn't care because they figure being cheap is the best way to be, which in my opinion is not true. But you know, what can I do about it? Nothing. So you know, you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about it. I have a job. Okay, that's great. You got a job. But think about this. You work at Walmart. We'll use them as an example. So you go to work, you're getting paid, what, $17 an hour or something. So you go to get your paycheck, and they're like, oh, we just changed it to $13 an hour because we didn't really feel like paying you that much. We just tried to get you to work, and you did a great job, but you know, we just didn't really want to pay that much. So sorry about the confusion, but we didn't really expect to pay you that much or whatever. And that's, I mean, that's kind of like what it is. It's like, hey, this is how much you're getting or should get, and then this is what you get. And you did all this great work. You drove all this miles and did all this stuff, but this is what you're going to get. So I always try to break it down like, you guys got to realize that. It's crazy. And yeah, I understand, like, I'm signing on, I'm doing all this stuff, but when it comes to deliveries, especially in the predicament I'm in where I can't really do anything else at the moment, and it's better than sitting at home, but it's still like, why do I have to deal with this? Luckily, I can get out of this situation, but what if I wasn't? What if I was trying to hustle up my money, save it up, and I was trying to, can't get another job for whatever reason, and I just figure I got a car, so I'm going to try and make some money, save up some money, and trying to move out of my house, or I'm trying to go to school, whatever. And you would think it'd be a great way to try to do it, but they make it to where you can't. And it's almost impossible, and it's sad, because if you really put in the effort and you really worked hard and you really did a good job, they should really reward you and pay you the right amount of money to make you do it. Like, if Uber really wanted us to work and accept more trips, just pay us more money and then reward us with something that's actually worth rewarding for doing it. Like, I've started to look at Lyft, and Lyft has some decent rewards, but honestly I don't really trust Lyft, because Lyft is very just like Uber, but in a little bit different way. Like, they have horrible navigation. They let riders complain about extra comfort to get free rides. Like, they open doors for issues, and then they don't care if somebody falsely accuses us. So that's the problem, is they open so many doors because they don't care. But if they really wanted to make money and wanted people to really work for them, all they'd have to do is just pay us a little bit more money and then reward us for actually taking orders that weren't that good. Like, if you're like, all right, here every once in a while we're going to give you orders that might not seem that good, but we need it done. But if you do it, we'll actually reward you later on if you keep doing it to show our appreciation. But it doesn't work like that. So it's a nice thought, but whatever. Here's that $10 one. So we're gonna see if I get something, because I heard something about $10 trips. So I got it, got this one. It's Marco's Pizza over here off San Jose. It's gonna be a long trip. It says it takes like 30 minutes, but there shouldn't be that much traffic. It's a Saturday. So let's see if this $10 trip turns out to be more than $10. All right, so I'm here to pick up pizza, get this stuff, and let's see how much money we make. I still ain't got the tip yet, still ain't been an hour, still got like probably 45. So now I got the pizza again. Seems like I get a lot of pizza, but pizza usually tips pretty good. So I got like 10 miles, but it says 20 minutes, so we'll see. But it should be highways, 295, all that shouldn't be that bad. We'll see. All right, so now I'll show you guys. It's delivered, did it, bam. Now off to the next order. Let's see what so I got another order at another Marco's Pizza, so go drop that one off, see what happens. But might do a few more deliveries and just do some more tomorrow, because it's just not that busy. It's Labor Day weekend, people probably out drinking or they're cooking out, whatever. They got 3. Oh shit. All right, so 3 pizzas, but I just got a tip for that first one, so they did give me $12, so I got $17.54. so that ain't too bad. They actually did tip me, no tip bait. I tell you, the Indian food place, anytime I get an Indian food order, I'm taking them, because those people always tip, and I do appreciate it. So that was good, no tip bait, so that's a good start. So now drop off these 3 pizzas, bam, and let's get going. So that's always good when people come through and you get the tip it said. So I just wish Uber would have been like, all right, they put the tip in there, there you go. Because at least that trip was worth it. That was a long drive for, if it had been $4.77. So $17.54 total. They gave me like a $12, and it was $12.77 tip. So that's great. I mean, I don't know how expensive that food was. It was like 4 trays, which is like 4 meals. So I mean, they paid some money for it, I guess. I don't know how expensive it is. Like I told you before, I don't really eat it that much, so I don't know. Oh, there was something on this thing. But let me go drop off this pizza. I don't know. Now I'm kind of a little bit more motivated than I was when I was saying, whatever. So we'll see if the other one was a tip bait, the $10 one, because I only got like $4 and $4 and something, $4.37. So I've made 2 trips. I've made $21.91 so far. I'm still waiting on a tip for that second trip. I'm on my 3rd trip. They said this one would be like $5. So they paid $21. So yeah, I probably won't get but a couple bucks. So it's not too expensive, but hey, it's fine. At least they as long as I can make some money off of it, I'm doing pretty good. I feel better that first one wasn't a tip bait, so wasn't too bad. Like $17.54. I'll be honest with you, for the distance I drove, that was probably about what I would have got with Uber, if not maybe more, depending on the trip. Because I'll be honest with you, Uber gets cheap sometimes, and unless I would have got a tip, I don't know, could have been like the same amount. So not too bad. I like it when you got a delivery and you get paid pretty good. The big orders are always better, which it makes sense because you got a bigger order, you're gonna tip more, because you know, that's why when I waited tables, I learned upsell. You wanted to get that check up high as possible because that increases your tip, because they're usually tipping 15%. Really should be 20%. Back then it was 15, and it was like 18, and it was like 20. So honestly, if you could tip 20%, at least 15, but 20% is always like the rule of thumb if you're in a restaurant or if you're at ordering delivery. Just 20 bucks. Like, yeah, I know it's expensive, but I'm driving, so honestly, if you're like tipping on delivery, honestly, you really should probably tip like 25%, I would say, because you got to realize, like, we got to go pick up, we got to waste gas and doing all that. So I mean, 20% is fine, 15%. I'll be honest with you, as long as it's a decent amount, I'm good. It's just sucks when Uber sends me super far and then the order's not that expensive. So you tip good, but it doesn't really cover how far I drove. So that's more of, but that's where stacking comes into play. Like, I pick this up, then I get another order along the way. It's not that much, but I drop both of them off, so now I make more money and they're all in the same area. That's when that stacking does kind of help with those little trips that aren't that good. It kind of helps because of the fact you're stacked. So you got more of them in the same area and you're doing it all, and it actually makes a bigger difference that way. So that's where the stacking comes into play, and that's why it's always good. It's just sometimes it sucks because I pick up somebody's food first, and then I pick up 2 more orders, and then that first person's like second or third, whatever. It does kind of suck because then their food's kind of getting cold. It really still should kind of go in the order, but at the same time, it's stacked for a reason, so it's out of my control. But hey, hopefully these people tip. Hopefully that second one comes through here shortly and I make some good money off that one and be a pretty better afternoon, you know. Even if I can make 50 bucks a day until I get this fixed or whatever, I might even be done with it here next couple days, but we'll figure it out from there.